It's week 8 of the 2029 season, and we'll get to see the Eagles rock it on quarterback. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Right to the air is Daniels. Incomplete to open things up. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. To the air goes Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain. And that'll make it 2nd down. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Daniels. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Nifty move. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Johnston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Back onto the field now, the Commanders offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Covington. And some space here. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage. We've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Back to throw again. And he fires one incomplete. The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Looking to throw. Johnston. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. At second down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Daniels. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Completes it to Norwood. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Fighting to stay upright. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
What's always interesting about situations like this is that in both locker rooms, both staffs were preaching a quick start. One of them actually got it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now he'll try to run with this. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Back to throw. Johnston. Over the middle, complete. It's Stewart. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spot.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Johnston. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Covington. Oh, good move. And he works free. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw. Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing to start the drive. Johnston. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating from the gun, Johnston. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Covington. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 29, here's second down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Covington. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid.
Touchdown, Washington! A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Throwing to start the drive. Johnston. He completes it to Stewart. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 38 now, here's second down and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Off play action. Johnston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Slot man moves right. Throwing after the interception. Johnston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Operating from the gun. Johnston throwing deep for Stewart. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first. But this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun on 3rd down. Johnston. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Covington. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Covington. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Covington. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So now the Eagles down by a field goal, 56 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.